Warning. The views and thoughts and opinions of just enjoy.
And welcome to the Shadowcast, where we, producer Dan, Johnny Glass, and myself get together every Sunday at 7 p.m. to discuss our thoughts on the latest in movies, action figures, 3D printing, and other aspects of geek culture. We also produce 1/12 scale props that can be found on our website, which is back up and running right now.
Hey.
ShadowModus112.com. Matt, take it away.
Yeah, we have a broad selection of 1/12 scale products, and our collection is growing and continuing to grow. Some people say that I'm a little verbose when I say things and that I should show and not tell, but that person can go eat rocks.
Who said that?
Go and eat glass.
Who the hell said that?
Johnny Glass.
That was me when I told him about the comic book thing. I was like, oh, you just want me to explain the whole thing rather than just show an advertisement.
Yeah.
How dare
What's
you.
up, everybody?
Hey, happy Sunday.
Yeah.
How was everybody's weekend?
Happy Sunday. Hopefully the Sunday scaries aren't too bad for everybody.
It's pretty bad.
I don't know. Like, I like playing. I have like a D&D type thing that I do with some of my friends, but I wish weekends were 3 days, because it takes the whole day, because I have to drive down there, and then we do that for a few hours, and I get home and I'm like, so
yeah, I wouldn't mind taking a pay cut just to work 4 days a week.
Right?
But don't they do 4 days a week in like Denmark or something, and nobody got a goddamn pay cut? Isn't that what they did?
Hey,
Yo,
hey,
shut up. We're a big third world country. You shut your face.
Yeah, feels like it sometimes.
America,
last night I started playing Resident Evil 9. Or
not 9.
Shut up. Sorry. It's Resident Evil Requiem.
It's 9.
It's not.
Is it
Resident
the ninth
Evil 9.
game in the series though? And like,
it's the ninth
totally
game in that series.
It is Resident Evil 9.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but it's 1 minute.
Oh God.
I should have grabbed this at the start.
Yeah.
He's got the deluxe version.
Like I can't stretch right now, dude. You gotta
clearly states Resident Evil 9 on it. I did not see the 9 on the original title, so it's just Resident Evil Requiem. But Matt,
as I was talking about Thomas Paine's Common Sense.
I have no common sense.
Resident Evil 9. See right there. It's reversed.
It just means no.
No, it means that I put a sticker on the box.
Son of a bitch.
You didn't realize that in the picture I sent?
No, I thought it was just like one of those files, like the typewriter thing.
I had a Sharpie on the side, so you would be like, yeah, he just did that. But I'm going to keep it there because I like it. But yeah, unofficially, it is Resident Evil 9. Like, it's so dumb because I kept seeing Resident Evil 9, and then like we were talking about beforehand, and I'm like, yeah, it's the last numbered one. And I look and I'm like, there's no number on that. It's reversed, but you can see what a 9 looks like backwards. It looks like an 8.
I thought it was an ode to the typewriter thing. So he said Resident Evil 9. He showed me the cover, and I was like, "Oh shit, there is a 9."
No, I took a piece. I had like some postage thing, so I
trusted you, and I trusted Google, and you both let me down.
Well, I thought you were playing along. Oh my god!
See, I wasn't even looking, so it didn't matter.
It's Requiem's fun. I can't wait to continue playing it because it's back and forth between Grace and Leon. I do have some slight criticisms of the game, but so far it is a lot of fun.
Of
And
course, it wouldn't be a Matt thing without a criticism or three.
for real. Also, I normally don't like yucca, but yesterday I had it and holy hell, it was so good. Like the last time I had it was when I still lived up in Maryland, Pete, like before I knew you and Rocky and them. And I got it from a Peruvian place and I didn't care for it. Like I needed the sauce for it to be good at all. Yesterday, oh my God, it was so good. And then I tried it in the green sauce and
it was even better.
it was so good, dude. It was so good.
Yeah.
So if you live by a 𝗀𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁, yeah, they have really good yucca. But no, Resident Evil 9 is a lot of fun. One of the things that I was in the middle of fighting a bunch of zombies as Leon, and I noticed that when I had shot in the face, like I was shooting like fighting 3 or 4 of them at a time, and the one I shot in the face was up and coming at me, but then I realized its jaw was hanging off its face. Yeah, dude, I was in the middle of fighting. I'm like, oh my God, that's so awesome, because they have the RE engine is great. Like it looked good on the PS4 with Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, because they slipped the 7 into the name, but it's come so far. Like even in the early stages of the game, and I'm just like walking through alleys and everything, it looks fantastic. And yeah, just looking at the way, like if I blow off a zombie's arm, there's little pieces of flesh that are just kind of dangling there. That's awesome. Capcom did a hell of a good job getting the destruction of their bodies, and man, it's so cool to see the zombies just getting eviscerated as you blow them to hell.
One burning question I have is Grace a spoiler character?
She's the first character you see her before Leon, so I don't know what that means.
Well, I know there was like a lot of speculation before the game came out if this was like an adult Sherry or something like that. I'm asking as a completely clueless person that hasn't played since Code Veronica.
Jesus, I can't wait to remake. Code Veronica is so good. It's hard, but it's so good. But I have some theories about what Grace's role is. I'd have to really refresh myself, but if I remember correctly, there's someone named Ashcroft in the history of Resident Evil before Requiem. And
is it that law firm, Ashcroft and Jarrell or something like that?
No, it's Jarrell and Ashcroft. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you mean. But I feel like there's enough time has elapsed since that name was mentioned that we're gonna be reminded later on in the story about that she's related to them or something like that. But the other thing is she works for the FBI. So I'm like, you really can't have too many skeletons in the closet. Although, I mean, 𝗀𝗄𝗆, but whatever.
About to say, you can go that's part of dime.
All right.
Go party your ass off.
Yeah, fucking Russian spy if you want to, and walk around like this all day.
Wish I had a girlfriend so I could fly around in a private FBI jet.
Yeah. Well, that's partially why they were so late responding to that one shooting, is because 𝗀𝗄𝗆 was just like, hey, I'm on vacation. Anyway, not to dwell on that stuff. It's a really fun game.
Way further into it than I even was planning on to.
It's a lot of fun. I just kind of that guy sucks. But it's a lot of fun. I can't wait to fight more creatures. That's the one thing that I'm missing, but I think I'm still really early into the game. And I want a month, like Resident Evil 4, you had the Gyarados and then the things popping out of their bodies and all that crazy shit. And I'm just like, when's the really crazy, freaky enemy gonna come out? And well, I've had
Does this feel like a return to form with Resident Evil? With Leon being back and all?
Well, 7 and 8 broke the mold for what Resident Evil did, because 7 was in first person. The only other one that did that was Resident Evil Survivor on the original PlayStation. And that was more, I think that was more rail shooter than, but I don't know because I never played it. But but you didn't. I don't even think you saw the gun on that one, and that one was kind of a rehash of different things they were already doing at the time because the main boss, I think, was Tyrant again. So like 7 broke the mold by going into the like an actual first person shooter almost with survival horror, but it also returned to the horror roots a lot more, and you were basically in this house. And then Village, a lot of the game was actually outside, and you were exploring like this area and going to different sections of it to take out these different characters that were enhanced by the main villain.
Looks gorgeous.
And yeah, dude, it is a very pretty game. Even the fugly ass enemies.
And that's what I noticed about 7 or 8. With the it just looked it even if it was disgusting, it looked good is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I mean 8 did. I forget what 8 came out for originally, but no, 8 looked great, and but yeah, 8 was a lot more outside, and this one there's outside stuff going on, but right now I'm in the house, and it honestly made me think of Resident Evil 2. To answer your question, because now I'm in this big hospital and I'm doing all this stuff where I have to go around to different areas and find items. Like the weird puzzle hunting is back, and the way that you have to kind of solve some of the puzzles by gathering different pieces of information and putting them all together. I was pretty pleased with that. It was not hard, but it was cool because I had to use 3 different things as a reference to solve one puzzle because each one gave a bit of the information. Yeah. What else is interesting about this one is that the zombies are more active and have a little bit of sentience, I guess.
No, thank you.
Well, I more so mean that in...
This is not Dawn of the Dead. The fucking little girl chasing the car.
Or the guy...
Oh yeah, it was a guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I actually saw him at a convention I went to up in outside of Pittsburgh. He had his booth set up. But so like there are zombies in this game that they intuitively just go and turn off lights. What? So if you turn on lights in a hallway, it'll be like lights.
Okay, that's kind of
cool. And then it'll walk over and it'll just start hitting the wall till the lights go off. But it's a cool way to distract them so you can sneak by them. Like as Grace, like it's a stealth kind of thing. So I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, like, and I'm still figuring out more stuff. So yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
Cool. I was hoping you'd mention it because if not, I was going to bring it up. So I'm glad you led right.
Yeah, I finally got to play it last night because contemporary consoles are stupid and you just can't store everything on them. And I swear to God, if Xbox comes out, if another Xbox comes out, and for the next PlayStation, if they don't have more than 1 terabyte on the system, those companies can go to hell. They're like, oh, like even 1 terabyte for like all that extra cost, like, oh, it's a terabyte. That's more than enough. Like, shut the hell up. Friggin' Call of Duty takes 256 gigs. Like, it's a joke.
Well, while we're on the video game thing, unless you have anything else about Resident Evil you want to say, can we get a retrospective review on Gotham Knights now that we finished it?
It was okay. I was really annoyed at certain parts of it. It wasn't as polished as I think it could have been. I know that there were several times during the final stream of it where I was like, I fucking hate this game. I fucking hate this game. And I don't. It's just...
There was... so I'll summarize it like this. There's a friend of mine, because I posted a clip of Batgirl just chucking a dude off the roof, by the way. So
just real quick right now. It's not on the screen anymore. It was just on the stream where it was one of the investigations, one of the worst parts of the game.
Yeah, I was brought it back up for you. Somebody asked, because I shared a clip of Batgirl just crawling up to the edge of the roof and pulling a dirty cop off and just throwing him down to the ground below. And
I did that too.
She was like, is it really good? And I said, I want to preface this by saying that the combat system is 50-50. Sometimes it's really smooth, and sometimes it's really, really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Other than that, oh, and I said, and the collision detection is weird. You get stuck on walls and railings.
Oh my god, yeah. It's like Fallout, where you're like, I could shoot through this hole between these things, and then that's an invisible geometry that you can't.
Unfortunately, with this game, it suffers from the same thing as Suicide Squad, where it got savaged for dumb. It's not that bad. It's not as bad.
No,
as
it's not that. It's not as bad. Like, people, I mean, I can see why people might not enjoy it, but
the worst thing really, ever. It's terrible. The storyline was fairly decent. Matt did get when it was revealed it was the Court of Owls. It was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool thing.
There is
to have them involved.
There is a great. We kind of called the ending, but not until like halfway through the second act, I'll call it.
Well, it wasn't apparent.
Yeah, it wasn't apparent, but we both kind of guessed on something like, oh, is this what it is? And it turned out it was what it was. And that's not a bad thing. That was really cool ending. If they had polished the collision detection and the fighting, it probably wouldn't have gotten as savaged in the reviews than it did. It really did.
I felt a little bit like you. Well, and Tim just is so obnoxious, but I felt a little like you when you were playing Spider-Man, and that I kept having issues with dodging. But like, Spider-Man's dodge works. This game,
no,
sometimes
it does not. Isaac, when you can guess the ending, that tends to hint at good writing. Oh, okay. Except for Secret Window.
I don't know about that.
We don't argue with my wife. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. She's wrong all the time.
I can disagree.
I'm kidding.
Thank you for coming on our show, Dan. Next week we will unveil our new producer. And we will hold an in memoriam session for Dan.
No, you don't have to do that. No, go ahead. You don't agree totally, but
I get what she's saying, because if everything's laid out in enough of a way, then if you really want to figure it out, you can. But there are times when I don't know.
No, it also depends on the subject and what the movie is. Like, I jokingly referred to it, but like Secret Window. I think I told the story last week, and I was like, well, now I don't want to watch it. Or Shutter Island. Like, you sons of bitches. This was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And the way it ends after the reveal is kind of like, well, we're back to where we were, minus we defeated the bad guys. You know what I mean? Like,
I forget how that movie ends.
Which one?
Yeah. Once I saw Mark Ruffalo step out on the boat.
Oh, it's a 20-year-old movie where you just say he's the patient. They are taking care of him.
I know that. It's a revolutionary way of trying to treat him and everything. But I forget what he does at the end.
She says,
does he knowingly go and get lobotomized?
But they kind of like, they have to come. It's 50-50. Like, he knows he's going in and he's not coming out the same. But it's kind of like, I have no choice, so I guess I'm going this way, kind of deal. Kelly said, not everything needs to be a twist. Foreshadowing has existed in writing for centuries. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, this was a good foreshadow. We literally at the same time, they pop up and there's a coffin. And I'm not going to say what it is, but there's a coffin in the lab hooked up to everything where you see the Court of Owls talons being manufactured, air quotes. And we both said, and it was okay. I think Pete is getting what it is, picking up what we're putting down.
He's probably Googling it right now.
I was going to say, it's out there. Like, I checked afterwards to see what it was.
He's not going to play it.
Well, no. To watch the ending, not to play the game. I looked after the fact to see what the response was, and of course the response was better. There was still the people that were like, I hate everything that Rocksteady doesn't do, sucks. except for Suicide Squad, or I think that wasn't Rocksteady. I don't even know anymore. But there was a lot of people that did like that ending. I also appreciate where they went with voice actors.
I have mixed feelings on it. Tim's voice actor was terrible.
Well, not. I don't mean quality. I mean the sound of the voices. Like, because you pointed out, at one point I said, well, you know, we could just pretend this is a sequel. And then you're like, no, Gotham is completely different. Everything's different. I was like, yeah, that's a good point. But because the Arkham games, except for Origins, it was Conroy. Even Suicide Squad had Conroy. I liked that Batman's at the beginning. I liked that they went, it was completely different. It wasn't like they did in Origins where they were playing a younger Kevin Conroy kind of deal. It was a completely different voice. Harley still has a New York, like that kind of Northeast, hey, yeah, how you doing? Yeah. But it's not a copy. I liked that aspect of it. Was it Tim's voice acting? I question him and Dick. Some of the voice acting, I'm like, okay.
You should question all Dick.
No. Sometimes everybody. Anyway, it's not as bad as everybody said it was. And
no, I got it for $8. I have no complaints about $8 game.
And it's the first digital game I played. Not digital game I played in a long time.
That's a lie. You have Gears of War 6. You have Gears of War physically.
Well, technically I bought it before that. In fact, that's probably why I was annoyed at first when you're like, I'm sending you something. And I was like, it's a fucking video game. Because I had bought that. It's like, God damn it.
Can't wait for Gears 2, man.
I'm in on it now. I'm still editing those videos. I think actually I only have one more to do for Gears of War.
Hopefully the jump isn't as jarring when they catch you up.
Well, that's all right. Yeah. We got anything else pre links to do, or what are we doing?
I'm putting.
I was going to talk about Borderlands 4, the one game that I've been playing for the past couple months. The Pearlescent pack dropped. I've not started the DLC yet, but I do have it installed and ready to go. It's waiting for my son, but I heard they're going to patch the Pearlescent drops, so I'm trying to jump in there now without him, so I can start grabbing personal. Anyway, that's
Wait, what? What do you mean you're waiting for your son? Is he playing with you?
Yeah. I created him a PlayStation account so we could local run through stuff together.
Nice.
Cool.
So it has split screen?
Yeah. It has
wow, that's funny. Not a lot of games support that anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'll never forget trying to get. My dad was real big into the Atari, and he's the one that bought the Nintendo, the NES. He bought games for himself, and I was secondary thoughts on that. Then the PlayStation came out, and I remember him trying to play triple play baseball with me once, and him going, no, I can't do this. And I was like, well, I'll never get that experience. That's fine. You should talk about playing with your son.
I remember the PlayStation came out, and it's just like, why is there so many buttons?
Yeah, I never thought about it, and I think it's because the SNES kind of eased you into that with the extra buttons, and then the N64 added like 6 other buttons
and a dildo,
and a little vibrator on the end, and yeah, like that. So when PlayStation was actually less, but now I'm like, do this with my eyes closed.
Anyway, Pete, you were saying?
Oh no, that's it.
I was done.
I don't know if I posted it online or not, but 3D printing wise, the Shadowrama stuff, I did a cinder block wall, which should be finished printing in the next like 10-15 minutes. Then I did a Five Nights at Freddy's wall. So what I'm trying to add is basically like a 3-piece explosion wall. I want to do a fire escape for it, and then I need to do a curb finishing piece for like the sidewalks. I want to do one in yellow and then one in gray, so that way people can get an idea of what to do with the stuff. The vinyl printer is replaced. It's up and running. It's working better than the last one, in my opinion. I think because I've had so much time with the previous one that I'm more comfortable with like settings and troubleshooting and where to start from and stuff like that.
Nice.
So this experience has been much easier. So far nobody's bothered me for payment, so that's pretty cool too.
There you go.
I was about to say, how much did they get you for on that? I mean, I'm not trying to ask, but we talked about it off stream, and you were saying that they might come back.
The answer is that he already paid.
Yeah.
Shh.
Well, I mean, if you think about it technically, I was down from what, Thanksgiving all the way to February, so I missed out on the holiday season. However, luckily I had some decals printed out ready to go. So, and the arcades are kind of like our bread and butter. So,
yeah,
that sucks. But yeah, we're back. The moment I opened, I got an order, so that is
nice.
Very
Somebody who's
awesome.
waiting.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
I just can't wait
Very
for this
cool.
Nitro set to come out.
The Nitro set, man.
It's a pain in the ass, isn't it?
There's a couple things. So the set that you saw, and I don't think everybody else who is on stream looks at the Instagram, but we basically took the metal grate or the sci-fi grate feature from the Shadowramas, doubled that, and then added a stage component to it, so it looks like original Rise War or the WCW Nitro set, completed with stage and ramp, and it's huge. It's like 32 inches by, I want to say like another 32 inches because we're doing back panel. Until we find out where Shadowramas is going, if we're doing the full production route, 𝗖ście𝗽𝗆𝗆 had recommended maybe doing one for every con that we do, and then just try to sell it to say, hey, this is the idea, this is what we're doing, make it purchasable for whoever's coming by. Just to show that, we don't just focus on Marvel stuff, we focus on general items to.
Yeah, I mean,
really.
That's what we've also talked about is like, I haven't had a chance because the last thing I want to do after getting home from work is touch a computer because I hate pretty much anything I do on computers at work. Outlook sucks. Other systems that I have to use don't work. So yeah, I lose my patience with the computers, but I need to get back into it because I am working on science fiction type walls that aren't Star Wars. And then I have some other things that I want to do. And like I told Pete off air, now that I have the system, I want to mess around with it and see what else I could get out of it. Yeah. And then also, Pete, like if you need me to do anything in Blender on walls, like, because I know you mentioned like 3 different broken parts of walls. If you need me to go into Blender and do what I did to that one section, just let me know.
I don't think we ever got that one resolved, but I think I know what I can do to.
Did you open the most recent one I sent you?
Oh shit, is there a third one?
No, I sent it back after I fixed it because I went through and I fixed it and then I imported it and then I fixed it again and then I imported it and then I fixed it again. It should be. Well, no, it's STLs do weird shit.
Yeah,
for some
if
reason,
not, I think I have a fix. And what I'm going to do is import that into Mesh Mixer.
Yeah.
And then do a make solid on the item. And
Yeah,
that should fix it. And then I can import it back into fucking SketchUp. I can shave off the 16th of it, the top portion of it, and then re-implement that to the wall to make sure that it fits and it's correct. Right? It sounds like a lot of work, but it's like half an hour.
I just don't really know what you're talking about. But anyway, because you're talking about shaving off the whole part, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
What the hell are you talking about?
Just in case, like, remember we were looking at the bottom aspect of it, you can still kind of see like a brick imprint coming through. If that's the case, then I could just plain cut it angle and then re-implement it with the blank wall that I have. So
I didn't fix that, but if you want me to fix that, I actually can go do that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I am going to print it out like right now.
Okay.
Right now, right.
I think.
Okay, then.
Sorry,
I'll fix that. That shouldn't take too much time. I essentially just have to take them and raise them to that because I was thinking about doing it. I'm like, I don't know if it'll matter that much, but yeah, I can do that.
Matt, this is your creation. It's going to be awesome because I already talked to Jason, which is the person helping us do a proof of concept. He's basically making molds for us to help get more clean items out quicker. So that way we can start sending them off. And if you guys don't mind, I would love to send it internally to the group first so we could all mess around with,
Yeah,
what
dog.
we're doing, right?
Yep.
And yeah, I really want that brick wall because I think it's going to be a great selling piece. Like, okay, so you don't just have these clean walls, you got this one messed up wall.
Yeah.
And what I know my original idea was to try to say like and now I think it's a bad idea now that I'm saying it, but a one size fits all broken wall for the wood, the tile, the blah 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 blah. So I mean, we still have to work on the same dimensions, but maybe we could do that for each
Yeah. No,
wall
I
that
was
we
thinking
take.
about
Yeah.
that. Like we'd need splintered wood and everything like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there are a few ways we could do it. We'll have to get offline to really kind of sort and figure that out. But
Because the
yeah.
other cool thing is if the tension holds the way I was showing you in that video where we could flip it upside down just off of the one peg, if
Yeah.
that tension actually works, you could literally make a scene where somebody's crashing through the floorboards of the wall, like the ceiling, into like another room and then do a photography of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sick.
I was also thinking about different ways because I know it holds them like if you put it upside down, but I've been trying to figure out different ways to work around that so we don't have to rely on that tension holding. And I do have some ideas in my head. Like one of them is as easy as like molding for like a wall. You just have a little thing. I'll mock it up and then I'll send it to you. It'll make more sense that way, I think.
Yeah, please do. And if you
But
need
essentially
measurements and
it's
stuff,
just gonna be a lip on at the top of the key or at the bottom of the key and then where it plugs in, or it won't even need to plug in. But yeah, I have ideas for how to mitigate that. And then, like I also said, I'm going to be working on all these different ways to connect shit just because there are things I want them to be capable of doing.
isn't that fucking crazy though? Because like the base of the wall is pristine in my opinion now. That really you could just go nuts with pegs
Yeah.
and then just get whatever configuration you want.
Pete,
I'm happy.
Yeah.
did you say that your nitro stage is 34 by 34 inches?
Yeah, something
The
like that.
Mattel one was only 40 by 20. So like wider, but that's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What is that? A wrestling arena for ants?
Excelsior pointed out that there's like there needs to be a space behind the initial stage where the characters can stand, you can set up the door they can come out from.
Yeah.
That I completely overlooked. So I'm gonna work on that tonight too.
That's still awesome. Like, yeah. Big fan. Big fan of that, Pete. Big fan.
Anything else you wanted to talk about that, Pete?
So my next thing that I'm going to be working on this week is to finish fire escapes for a buddy of mine, which he's working on I don't know if he's already been posting it. He's doing a 2012 Ninja Turtles diorama, and he's really well known for doing like more comic accurate, more cartoony looking dioramas.
Oh,
But he
I think I
asked
know who
me,
you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah. He asked me to help him with some
Awesome.
fire escapes, so I'm doing that real quick.
Nice.
And I'm about 90% done. I told him already like my timeline. I think the hardest part is getting a clean print. You could design it all day, but once you break it down, you're like, all right, well, this piece needs to be separate, this piece needs to be separate.
Yeah.
And then the testing phase goes to that. Once you get that clean print, then you're good to go. But yeah, I'm at the design aspect still, but I think I'm almost there done. And then after that, we are working on trusses for the WCW Monday Nitro stage and the Raw stage. But I'm trying to figure out how to way to make them modular, and I think I have an idea on how to do that, which might look kind of odd because it's going to add a half an inch in certain inches, but you're going to key it into a larger square, and then that'll just multi-connect, and then you could build it any way you want to, or break it down and just do the nitro doors.
Yeah,
So,
I don't think that those will be that hard, honestly. The hardest part is going to try and keep it minimal so it looks like a truss without having all these parts that make it look bulkier than it does.
to me, the other part is like, how do you keep it clean? So you have to print it in
Yeah.
stable mode, and then the pieces are going to be so tiny that they're going to go at this angle. So you have to.
Yeah, but that's why you just it's not that bad. I got ideas.
Well, back in the day with the Ender, it was bad, and I haven't had to do another angled print like that since. So it's gonna be interesting. I guess that's my fear right now.
I really need to finish setting up my bamboo. I just haven't done it. I've been just busy with other shit. Anyway, moving on. Did you get any little emails about something that's shipping?
I did, and that's kind of what I was looking at while you
Yeah.
guys were talking about.
Yeah. The EufyMake is
Suicide Squad,
finally
yeah.
shipping stuff out. I think only ink has been shipped out to me so far. But it's finally started. It like I don't have it yet. It's en route, but
Oh, yours is en route.
yeah,
Mine is not en route. So my ink is en route.
Yeah,
I've
no, that's
gotten
what I said.
Oh, okay.
My ink is en route.
I did get the tumbler, the rotary tumbler thing.
Oh, nice. I didn't do
yeah.
that. I was like,
I'm thinking about doing, and you know what I should have done was do the UV sticker package too, because
yeah,
I would have saved my butt, or could save my butt in the future if the rolling goes down again. Because I don't know how it's going to look printing straight onto the 3D printed surface yet.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. I really hope this machine lives up to our expectations because it's gonna suck if it doesn't.
Huge
Yeah,
paperweight. Yeah.
I'm still waiting on updates for the flow. That's that thing I did for like the injection.
Oh yeah. Wow, I forgot about that.
No, they had a few hiccups in their production, and like they're actually producing them now to get ready to ship out, but like it just takes time because they're doing a lot of it themselves. Like they don't have like a huge factory doing it, it seems. But
how cool is that, Dan?
I'm excited that you guys are excited. I don't know.
Well, basically, like you could make you're printing directly on there, so you could do whatever textures or vibes that you want up to like 5 millimeters. I want to say.
yeah.
So you could 3D print a coaster, and then obviously PLA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
PLA will sweat through, so it's not really the best. But with the UV coating on it, it turns it into a more ideal application.
Got it.
I already want to like grab a hockey puck and then print like Slimer on the face of it for Dan.
That's sick, yeah.
It's like on one of the videos for creators who've tested this thing out, he was actually printing on hockey pucks. So
I was gonna say
it's not Slimer, but I got a Vader one.
If anybody here follows like High School Creations, which I think he goes by Diabolic Studios now, he actually showed off something similar where he did UV printing on one of his like UPS mail drop boxes, and he put the graffiti and all that stuff on there just by printing it. It came out very cool, I think.
I would go ahead, Dan.
I was going to say this is not a prop. This is a game puck that was used for the Birmingham Bulls for Star Wars Night. So that got used in a game.
Nice.
Yeah, I love that little thing.
While we're talking about 3D printing and stuff, I want to make a quick PSA because there's a lot of stuff on Instagram for people printing clever things, and one of them is a pretty cool looking thing. And it's basically like this little basin, and it has it's like a strainer type thing, and then you put your water in it and then it strains out, and the intention is to like clean off like cherry tomatoes or small things.
Oh yeah.
You cannot use 3D printed parts with water. Don't do it unless it's specifically made for it. Don't do it because you're just getting microplastics in there, and if you're not getting microplastics in there, the 3D printer, I don't have anything 3D printed, but like none of it is absolutely flat. There are tiny ridges in there where bacteria and shit will form and grow. And yeah, which is beeped.
It was me.
Unless you're Latino, and then you could like super clean. So super cleaning Latinos.
Right. That's the only way.
Yeah.
That you're gonna be able to do it. But another video I saw was this guy who used the 3D printer to print a design onto a shirt, which was kind of a cool concept. But you can't wash that shirt now.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay.
Like it's again, the layers aren't watertight or anything, and you're just yeah.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of cool you can do 3D printing, but it's not meant for food, water, and other things that will expose it to elements because it will deteriorate. There was a line of figures that we've talked about before on the show, Astrobots, I think it is. And like now they're actual figures, but that started because a guy with a 3D printer designed the whole thing and all the different moving parts and whatnot. And the prototype, like eventually it breaks down because FDM especially does not work well with wear and tear. Resin works a little bit more with it, especially when you have something like Resi 1. That is a much more durable resin, but typically this stuff's not meant for wear and tear. It really is meant more for prototyping. Resione. All right, Dan, get with on the links. I can't speak. I tried to be like.
I don't even know what you just asked me to do.
Okay. I think
while Dan's pulling stuff up, I'll talk about.
I'm ready.
EufyMake a little bit more. I saw somebody 3D print a small, like 1/12 scale bowl, and then do a flat piece that sits inside, and then they use the Eufy to like print pho or ramen on it, so it looked like their little doll was eating. Yeah. That's exactly what I want to do. That's stupid stuff like that. I love it.
Honestly, it's really bad, but sometimes I'll pick up. I haven't for a while, but like mini brand stuff. Like you go to the store, there's stupid blind bags. There's actually ones now that are like kitchen appliances and shit. I'm like, I don't really want a blender, but I kind of want a blender. Ow.
Right.
Hands are dry.
Are we is it my turn?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was the end of the conversation. Well, you can all see it. Don't really know how to wrap a bow on this one other than Paramount is going to probably, it's all but official. They're buying Warner Brothers.
It's really cool. Oh, also, just want to throw out that ChatGPT's owner is one of the largest donors to Trump.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Their numbers dropped off like by the millions this weekend already.
Well, that's the other thing. There was a lot of companies that invested into AI realized that it's not going to pan out the way they want it to.
Nope.
So they back out. But companies like Microsoft have poured all this money in there, so now they just make up for it by increasing subscription prices. Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah, well, yeah, they just did. I actually forgot. I'll bring that up in between. There's another. You were mentioning Xbox earlier. I was like, oh, don't worry, man, it gets worse.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it, but they're basically. Nope, no, I was gonna say the new CEO said they're putting AI in everything for the Xbox.
Well, like no, that's what companies like Microsoft are doing. Like they've already invested way too much into it. Now they have to go with it because they need it to generate profit and it needs to be applied. Otherwise, it's a waste of shit tons of money.
It might be cool if they used it like they're
wait,
let me finish. What if they used it like in coding as far as like a nemesis system, right?
Pete, I gotta stop. I gotta stop you for a second. And I don't mind. No, I get it. All right. I don't. No. Wait. Let me finish, and I will let you say whatever you want in response. I will not have a rebuttal.
Well, hold on. Let him say what he was saying because he didn't even get to finish his point. We don't really know where he's going.
I was just going to say strictly as a
I was just thinking that
I know they're not going to do that. They're going to use it for monitoring. They're going to use it for fucking creating trinkets that you could buy. They're going to monetize the fuck out of it instead of adapting it in a really cool way that could, make gameplay more interesting. Anyway.
No, all I was going to say is like, even if the CEO wants to use it for the most innocuous reason, don't look at the water level map. Like, don't look at any of that stuff if you want to sleep at night.
Hey. AI is what's going to keep us from Waterworld. So
apparently, you're right about that.
when the oceans won't rise anymore, because AI is keeping us safe.
It is a shame because Kelly and I were talking about this yesterday. There are very good, Pete, to add to what you said before, there are wonderful applications for AI. And I'm not even talking about like in the medical sector. I'm talking about just for like entertainment purposes, air quotes, like restoring footage, restoring a picture, that kind of thing. I've never used AI to
creating the first part of a video game that wins an award and then suddenly has to return it.
Expedition or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expedition 33.
Yeah. The other day I had a very, very minor procedure, like not even cut me open. I just had a test done. And I read the report going, I don't know what that means. So I put it into it actually broke it down. I was like, now see, that's acceptable. I accept the AI for that. I need to know what this means. Please help me because I can't get in touch with my doctor till Monday. Okay, this breaks it down for you. This is what it means. This is what creating a whole movie from scratch, I don't think is even near the realm of importance. Restoring film, absolutely. Using that as an assist to restore something that might be lost, I would 100%. If I had money, I would finance it. But we have crossed the line where, Bill Smith in 𝗖ście𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁 Alabama is using it to create revenge porn. And
that's
like,
a bit much.
I was going to say add a third titty.
And a third
I don't think people in Alabama use the internet.
That's true. I forget. Well, there's that one guy. I know that he's pretty decent that uses the internet. That was only I was going to say it. Like we are unfortunately. No, we don't. Roll Tide on my ass. We are unfortunately, and Pete, I do agree with you. We are beyond the point of going, well, no, we can't do that right now.
Yeah,
like if we could pull a little, if we could pull a little bit more power back, sure. We're just in a shitty spot right now, of all things, including
the end for CNN.
Well, including this. Well, see, now my thoughts on that are different because I literally have not watched major market news.
CNN sucks, to be fair, but
what?
CNN sucks too, to be fair.
What's the name of that guy? I always forget his name, but he always has he's always gone on that.
Bret Michaels?
No. On CNN, he was the other. We talked about him a couple weeks ago. He's like,
Wolf Blitzer?
No, pedophilia is not that big of a deal, or whatever he said. And God damn, I forget his name, because if he loses his job, I'll be jumping out the window screaming happiness. He's just a guy. He always has a smirk on his face, and I don't care if I get tried. I just want to punch him in the goddamn face. You offer nothing to the world. Shut up. As far as major news, I don't get news from.
Are you talking about Megyn Kelly?
No, she's another. No, she can get fucked too.
A guy.
I said guy. Yeah, Megyn Kelly. Yeah, no,
are you still talking about Megyn Kelly?
Yes, I am. No, I haven't gotten my news personally from a major news network, so I could give a shit if CNN goes. I don't care.
I use it for verification because, like, trust me, I love the grassroots stuff. I think you and I follow a lot of the same channels too. But, yeah, I'll be like, no way that fucking happened. Let's go to CNN. Sure. Oh shit, it happened.
I never check. I'm not this, and I'm going to preface this by saying, because I don't want to sound like I'm not criticizing your decision to do that. I get it. I've never looked to CNN. In fact,
I use AP News more, but yeah, CNN.
Yeah, AP News is better. Variety is decent. Yeah.
Reuters.
There is Reuters. Yeah, I will go through a list.
Reuters that steroid one?
No, not Reuters.
The news is bad.
I'll never forget.
Reuters magazine. The letters, the editor is "Why are my balls so small?"
Anyway, I don't think people are like. 2025 and 2026 is the year of you are not angry enough.
Monopoly.
Not angry enough. People, Monopoly. I'm not suggesting anything, but I'm going to say this with a wink. We outnumber these fucking people. Remember that. By vast numbers.
This isn't a monopoly. It's just owning things in other media.
I mean...
It's not a monopoly. Like Staples and Office Max merging forces is more of a monopoly because there are no other stationery stores. And that's why the government said no.
But the people that are not even directly connected with the sale, like people are saying, well, we only have NBC. No, you don't. That's owned by Roberts. Roberts been giving money to Trump, to certain people. I already broke the it doesn't matter. Roberts has been giving money to that terrible piece of garbage for all of his life because he's a rich. Anyway, Comcast, Universal, NBC, Xfinity it might as well be. So now this is not technically a monopoly. Go ahead.
No, it's everything's owned by 5 things. I miss the 90s, man.
Yeah. I meant it more for the ESPN2 graphics.
But also I shouldn't act like the 90s was any better. It's just I wasn't paying attention because I was fucking 12.
You know,
well, I was just thinking about how like there were multiple music channels and like one of them was Canadian or 2 of them were Canadian. And then we would get that too, like all this exposure from other stuff. Like,
God, how do you not look at these 3 people and just want to punch them? They're so punchable. Their face is so punchable. Release Batgirl.
The middle one looks like an evil Pat Sajak.
That's Zaslav.
That sounds like an evil name.
That's the guy that's been canceling Batgirl and all the other Warner Brothers shit. That's him. The guy, that douchebag.
Hey, that was a tax write-off for them.
A tax write-off my nuts.
That was a smart financial decision. The fact that they can,
it was so smart that they're trying to sell to another network now.
let's move on. I don't want to dwell on this. This is why we can't have nice things. So it's no different than Jeff Bezos. I don't care how much it costs. We need to buy 007 from the Bricolis.
No, that shouldn't have happened.
The Bricolis, but it was Barbara Briccoli is one of the.
Well, yeah, no, it was. I mean, technically MGM. Yeah. What else did MGM have? That was it.
The casino out by DC.
That's not making money. I don't believe it. Shit. Hold on.
Oh, that's an interesting subject too, actually.
Which one? The one I'm bringing up?
The one that you accidentally just brought up?
No, I wanted to. I was trying to attach it to the window.
Yeah.
Let me bring it up to the... Is it on the screen? Oh, it is. Okay, go ahead, because I don't know what's going on.
So, yeah. Basically, I didn't realize it, but at conventions out in, like, Japan and such, not the U.S., essentially, there are vendors that'll have one-day licenses to use their abilities to sell their interpretations of stuff. Like this is supposed to be a different version of Destoroyah from Godzilla.
Destoroyah!
Yeah.
Love that name.
I wanted to pronounce the O in there.
I just love that name so much.
But it's like a different take on that. But people are going and using their handheld 3D scanners to scan the items and then reproduce them and then sell them. And it's really messed up because never mind that's just theft, but it also is screwing over these companies that legally obtain the license for that day. And now there's the chance that they won't be able to do that at all because some prick came in with their 3D scanner to do that. And like, I don't like 3D scanning, but I definitely understand the applications for it and everything. I had one and I was like, yeah, I fucking hate this thing. So I got rid of it. But no, there's definitely practical applications for them. But doing something like this is just so shisty. It's so dirty to do that.
It goes, we kind of connects to what we were just talking about right prior to this. Is because I see a lot of, well, who cares? They have the money. No, the toy companies don't have that money.
Well, this isn't even toy companies. This is just independent, like
that's what I mean.
People,
sure, people that.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that.
Right there,
the people making the figures and toys, they're not in the money. They are getting licensed out, so you're only taking from their pockets.
Right.
You're not taking from the studio. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Monkey Rat is apparently one of these smaller studios, and like it's talking about Godzilla kits that were scanned and then people go and reproduce them. And like Monkey Rat could potentially, I don't think they'll face legal trouble, but like they might not be able to do another convention because they aren't able to get that one-day license. I think that's a weird practice, but it's kind of cool because it does give people free to like release their interpretations of different things, like this 𝗺𝗵𝗺. But it's so shitty that people are doing that.
You could also add to that now you're taking money and essentially food out of their pockets and mouths because you just took away an avenue of sales that people that actually took the time and did this right, and you just stole it from them.
It reminds me, like, I don't really see them anymore, but I used to see a lot of ads for like stupid ass t-shirts on Facebook. And like one was it was the Game of Thrones chair, but it had Thanos in it. And it was a Thanos from a statue that Sideshow Collectibles put out.
Oh.
So I actually took a screenshot and I sent it to them because I was like, I hate that someone did this because it was stealing. It's stealing someone else's creative license. So I ratted them out to Sideshow. Good. I've done it a few other times with things because fuck those people.
Yeah, good.
Oh, you wanna what is? Oh, I just saw what you were pulling up.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to.
No, you're fine. But yeah, no, it's just dirty.
Pete sent this. Rainbow Six Siege, man.
I've never played it.
That game ended. It was finally when I decided, I guess I'm too old, right? Because I can't keep up with anybody in this game. I have no idea what's going on. I played it like for a month with a friend of mine, and I was like, I can't do this.
I know Rocky was playing it for a while.
It's so fun. It looks so much fun, and there's so much going on, and I just like it's worse than Call of Duty for me. That's what I was looking for. There it is.
What I was gonna say was both of these characters have referenced each other in separate games or like each other's games.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Sam Fisher references Snake, and then Snake
that's
references
cool.
Sam Fisher.
So does that mean they're both alive in the universe, or is it not that deep?
I don't think
It's
it's
not that deep,
Right.
but this is the first time that they'll share a game together.
That said, there is in Ghost Recon Wildlands a mission. It's I forget exactly what it was, but basically it tied in because it's Tom Clancy. It tied into Splinter Cell. Like Sam Fisher was actually.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah.
In Ghost Recon Wildlands, you didn't see him, but he was on the radio, which was really cool.
I was gonna say the reason I was asking because I'm like, isn't this technically there is a Tom Clancy universe? So
yeah,
maybe.
What was that maneuver by Snake? Though? That was a new one.
That was the Kojima.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's Sam.
Yes. And Pete, you said it. They do need to redo. They need to remake Splinter Cell. I
think they are.
I love Splinter Cell.
Are
we talking about the N64 one?
I really want to see, and this is going to be the stupidest request ever. I want to see like a Nintendo remake of the original Metal Gear.
I want that
too. Yes, no, please.
No,
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
they should absolutely redo that.
Bring that to modern times. 100%.
Tie up that loose end with Venom Snake and beautiful HD quality.
I agree with you.
Like, they're doing well. Is that after Metal Gear Solid Delta?
Yes.
Oh, is it one of those series where shit's not in order?
Actually, what?
Is it one of those series where stuff's not in order?
Sort of. Phantom Pain was like the last game before it closes the timeline.
Yeah,
so the Nintendo game was first, and everybody's like, well, how are you killing Big Boss again? Well, Phantom Pain kind of explained how that happened. So I would love to see that ribbon tied on. Somebody did a fan trailer of that, and that was pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, they should absolutely redo those. Yes.
I remember when was it 3 that was on the PlayStation? Metal Gear Solid 3 on the original. I remember when that came out. I'm like, I never played Metal Gear on the Nintendo. I would totally get into it if they put the first one on modern console, and that was back 95, 96.
They really should. Metal Gear Solid was the first one that came out for PlayStation. Then Metal Gear Solid 2 was PS2. Metal Gear Solid 3 was...
Oh, that's right. Metal Gear
was
Nintendo.
PS3. And that's actually Metal Gear... That's actually Delta. Metal Gear Solid 3. Metal Gear Solid 4, you return playing as Solid Snake. And that is again modern times. And then Phantom Pain or Metal Gear Solid 5 goes back to playing as, I guess, Venom Snake from Metal Gear Solid Delta. Like it's a sequel to that.
Going
right?
cross-eyed. Yeah.
That and Peace Walker, yeah.
Well, the other thing that was dumb about them is if like you played the games at the same time, at the end of Metal Gear Solid 2, like you're hearing about the Sons of the Patriots throughout the game and everything, and you're like, what the hell is this? And then at the end of the game post credits, there's Otacon saying, the Sons of the Patriots have been dead for 200 years. And you're like, what the fuck?
This is not helping.
No, it's not.
That does not help.
Dude, Dan, there was a free download on PS2, and it was a Metal Gear Solid database. And it was basically a giant wiki of all things Metal Gear Solid. But it was an entire download of content.
Jesus Christ.
Like you would look up the machine at the end of Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. And then that would be a whole article. And in that, there are other links that you could go to like Revolver Ocelot and all these other, like, it was just entire database of information based on.
Oh, here we go.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the best way to look at it.
Yeah, I can't. Give me picture, please. I need picture. Okay, that makes a little more.
What else is dumb is, so the Metal Gear Solid collection came out. And that has 4 games on it. The second collection is coming out, and that literally only has Metal Gear Solid 4, and I think the Phantom Pain on it. It doesn't even have Ground Zeroes on it. Which, to be fair, Ground Zeroes is a little pregame type of thing.
I've heard Revengeance was not great.
There are people who love Revengeance, but Revengeance is a huge tangent from. Like Revengeance is a hack and slash basically from my understanding.
Okay, so that's why people hated him because of what. Got it. All right.
Well, people also hated Raiden, who was introduced in Metal Gear Solid 2, and then he got fucked up. So they basically repeated Gray Fox with Raiden, and then you played as Raiden as he's a cyborg samurai, and yeah, you're doing all kinds of crazy
Pete,
shit.
You got anything to say about Metal Gear?
Love it. I'm here for it.
Okay.
Give me everything.
Thank you.
Remake everything.
I'm so glad. No,
I'm hoping in 2090 when Phantom Pain remake comes out that they'll actually finish the story that was supposed to be told in that game.
That's part of the reason I haven't finished it, because I feel like it's just going to be like a weird, like almost like when you watch a movie that the special effects aren't finished. I feel like it's going to look something like that.
The game feels complete, but there's supposed to be like other setups in there, which you know what those setups are.
Right. Like Liquid Snake is introduced and you're like, gee, I wonder who this little blonde asshole is.
Exactly. Don't get me wrong, you see plenty of Liquid Snake in Phantom Pain. It's just apparently the story was supposed to put a bow on him and Psycho Mantis as well.
Isn't Liquid Snake a clone of Solid Snake, or is it the other way around?
Liquid and Solid are both, and Solidus are all clones of Naked Snake, Big Boss.
Right.
So you just added another name to it, Pete. What the fuck?
How is there a child? How is Liquid Snake a child in Phantom Pain?
Because it's the 80s, so that would be about right.
Yeah, but
why are we trying?
The whole point was to clone. The whole point was to clone Big Boss because he was like the best soldier ever.
Yes.
So why would the clone be a child that just lives on a wrecked ship?
Because he had the recessive genes, if I remember right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do remember he had the recessive genes. The recessive genes. The recessive genes.
I have recessive genes.
So basically, they were just like, go be an orphan.
Solid was supposed to be like the closest, and then Solidus was supposed to be the perfect one, but
right.
Do you think they're actually planning this out, or is it like that because they lost track of shit?
No, it's
Kojima also, though.
It's a little bit of both, I would say.
Yeah.
There's definitely retconning that goes on, but there's also just instead of clearly retconning and just changing something, they create a whole giant reason for something to be not the way. Like I was,
and then they call it Phantom Pain.
Yeah, it's they go out of their way 5 minutes in expository dialogue and images sliding across the screen as Otacon narrates. And you're just like, that was all to just make up for something that you later thought was dumb. Cool guy.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, moving on.
So Virginia's very own. Guar.
Well, one of them used to be, yeah. Listen, if I go out, when I go out, I also want a Viking funeral, just like Odorous. That's what they did. They got an actual Viking funeral.
I don't know. When I go out, I want to go out shooting. I don't mean when I die. I mean when I go out to the club, stupid.
What is an actual Viking funeral?
They put you on a boat and light you on fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they shoot an arrow, a flaming arrow at you.
It's not the Blood Eagle thing?
No, that was torture for the pagans or something.
I don't trust that.
No,
guy.
that was the opposite. That's how the pagans tortured those people.
Matt, would it shock you that I had a gore phase?
No, they have a gimmick. You love bands with gimmicks.
Because I had a gore phase.
I never got into them.
My best friend's Hank Mardukas.
My stepsister had whatever album has Slaughterama on it. And I was like, oh, this is, oh. So, I'm 50-50
Where did the Hank Mardukas come from?
Oh, because he likes anything with a gimmick and Genesis. I don't know why that popped in my head.
I was like, that's from Juno.
Yeah, no, it's from I Love You, Man.
These are pretty accurate. By the way,
what about you, Dad? You don't have any best friends. Actually, I have two best friends. One of them's Hank Mardukas. He was the best man at my wedding. He's played bingo every night. The other one, your brother. Your brother. What?
If anybody has,
yeah, that's okay. Sorry, I was mistaking. It's the same actor, just mixing up his movies.
If anybody hasn't seen this, I can't play it on air because we will get canceled. But if you've not seen Guar play a cover of Kansas's "Carry On My Wayward Son," and yes, it's when Odorous was still around, one of the /funniest really good sounding covers I've ever heard. It's really good, but they also play it up as a joke. Of course, it's beautifully done. Beautifully done. Carry on, my wayward son. Get off the couch and get a goddamn job. Yeah, there it is. Please look that up. It's very funny. I'm very happy they have figures. That's probably not the first time, but the fact that you can build an Odorous is
Does it say the scale, by the way?
What's Trick or Treat Studio?
5 inches tall.
5 inches, yeah.
This would be cool to have.
I noticed they ignored the time they had the female lead singer. I heard that didn't work out too well.
Yeah.
McFarlane news, guys. Look.
Yeah, they're putting out the Lich King. Well, at least they put a drape over his diaper, so that's good.
Not for Odorous. It was just.
Well, but this is a McFarlane diaper figure.
I've never played one single minute of World of Warcraft, and I'm okay with that.
My brother played it for a while.
I am okay with that.
Never played it, didn't watch the movie, didn't care about it.
My friend tried to get me into it when I worked at Comcast, and I was like, listen, you don't understand. If I play this and I get into it, I will give up everything else that I have because I will become obsessed with it. I am not playing this game. And I literally never touched it. And we won't talk about what happened to him. They killed him. No.
You heard it here, folks. Dan is guilty of murder.
No, he was guilty of
Anyway, what do we have?
Moving on.
It's loading. Anytime, McFarlane.com, you fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep going. There you go. We have to have fancy flash. Fuck out of here.
My son is excited for these.
I'm
He
glad.
loves like the horror animatronic genre so much, even though he'll try to deny it sometimes. I'm not into Five Nights at Freddy's anymore. Oh, so
What?
you don't care that this movie came out? Oh shit, there's a movie.
You should let him watch Toys with Robin Williams.
No, don't ever let him watch those. No, don't let anybody watch that movie. No disrespect to Robin Williams.
That movie used to scare me.
Terrible.
Is it bad?
It's not a good movie. It's not good. It's just everything that is. Just Rob. He tried. He tried with that movie, and Jack, I think, came out right after each other. And Jack was directed by fucking Francis Ford Coppola. It is a piece of shit. Robin Williams tried with both. Not good. I'm glad you showed me this because I've seen clips of this all the time. I had no idea what this was.
That's
Poppy's Playtime. Poppy is a little doll-looking thing.
It's not little. It's like 12 feet tall.
No, not this one. Poppy is the little.
Poppy's a little
redheaded.
One. Yeah, Poppy's a little tiny one.
Then there's like 𝘂𝗍𝗆𝘆𝗵𝗁 and 𝗬𝗂𝗰𝗵𝗁.
I'd love to show you, but the site is slow.
Yeah. 𝘂𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆's the pink one. 𝗬𝗂𝗰𝗆's the blue one. The black one I don't know.
Robot.
He told me the name. And then the one with the TV head, he said, is the doctor. Ah. And they just dropped a new game too, so
good timing.
He's been watching playthroughs.
I thought he wasn't into it.
No, he loves it, man. I don't let him lie to me. Like, hey, you don't have to be cool with me, man. This is your thing. This is your thing. Cool.
Yeah, you don't have to. Don't hide it. It's fine.
I'm with it, dude. Love it.
Slowly, very slowly, Storm Collectibles still putting out figures.
The arena line is actually pretty cool. I do have the Ryu and Ken. This kind of makes me sad because I like this version better than the Jada toys. And I'm almost liking these more than the Jada toys figures, but I prefer that era of Street Fighter versus Alpha. Alpha is supposed to be like the prequel stuff, but this kind of could fit in either, so that's awesome also.
This is also probably $10. No, it's not that much more than the Jada toys.
They're like $5 more in some cases.
I figured it wasn't that much more.
Yeah.
Because I forgot Jada toys, their pricing is a little all over. Same with Storm.
Yeah, the bigger figures cost like $10 more because they're considered deluxes. So like Blanca, Honda, Sagat, they're bigger figures. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna buy any of this stuff, but I do like the boat and the throne. I might just pick those up because they look so great.
You need to. We went over this before, and you need to stop showing it to me because I don't need to buy it.
Buy it.
Actually, I'm selling a lot of stuff.
I'll be selling a lot of stuff too soon.
I won't lie. I'm seriously, every time I go into my storage unit and I see a big old box full of G.I. Joes, part of me is just like, will this move as a lot? I forgot our Patriot Studios though.
It's crazy because like some people will sell stuff to get their money back. I just want it gone. So like I'll put like a
partially doing it both ways, yeah.
Like, yeah, well, I know some of your collectibles are worth more than that, so I understand. Yeah.
Oh, I'm selling SH Figuarts and like GI Joes and some stuff. I'm not selling anything of value, but
like mezco 𝗀𝗵𝗵, I could care less about. Like, so that's why I'm gonna stuff him with like a couple other figures to sweeten the pot, I guess. But
yeah,
I'm just gonna ask for asking price and then throw in some extra figures.
Yeah. What are these things that we're looking at?
I think I sent these, but I don't know what the hell they are. They look like a cross of a bunch of stuff we knew growing up.
Kind of looks like a glowworm.
That one looks like those cherub statues that like my grandmother used to collect.
It looks kind of like the dummy from the R.L. Stine novel.
Oh yeah, I see that. Does it say up top? Tokyo Information Products.
It doesn't really answer my question though.
Yeah.
That's right. I don't think we need it answered. They're weird things. I don't know why Pete sent them.
These are things for stuff.
Well, it just took up 5 more minutes we didn't have. So
oh, well, it's Metacom too, so I got it.
Yes. I'm bummed I missed out on this. I do have the other 1975 version, so it's okay. This one looks. I like the red jacket more. I don't know why.
God damn it!
Yeah,
I'm just really. I'm not really into like this whole pulp fiction style. Gomez and
No, you're wrong.
Tangerine. Tangerine was her name.
I have both. I think it's really cool. Can you use your arrow keys?
No, thanks. Didn't know you could do that.
Like, I hate when websites do that. Like Big Bad Toy Store, you used to be able to use the arrows to go through, but then they were like, no.
I didn't know you could do that. Thank you very much. Learn something new.
Yeah, I love this. I mean, it's a Samuel L. Beadle. It's a Samuel L.
It is, yeah. All right.
Like that's like I like this one because I like the multiple colors on it as opposed to the other one, which is pretty much just black.
Well, but could you take the head off and replace it with a proper head, though?
Yeah, you could. You could reuse the body on that. It's especially with Mezco, you could put a different head on that.
You know, I'm going to try this with every website now.
I actually did that. I actually used Samuel L. Jackson head on the Hazard Squad Commander Gomez.
I like that picture.
Nice for Nick Fury.
Yeah, for Nick Fury.
Yeah. I have the Avengers sh_figuarts Nick Fury figure. I'm selling that too. It's just they're so small. Like SHF, like is just so small. It seems.
Yeah, I'll stick with SHF for like specific things like video games.
Yeah. This is looks like the Franzetta, but it's not apparently.
This actually looks really good.
I just couldn't believe it had its own like website.
My father was really big into the Conan comics growing up.
Kelly's dad loved those movies. Like, just not for me.
One of the guys I used to work out with back when I was like in the gym, used to quote like "Pray to Crom" like before his workouts.
Jesus Christ,
that's funny. Yeah, these do look good.
They don't look like I don't think they're meant to. I think we just talked about it before. It's not supposed to look like Arnold. It's supposed to look like a comic book character.
Yeah, it's based off the comic. It still looks very influenced by the Franzetta style, but it's distinct from that too.
Yeah, what I was gonna say, this looks like more of the '90s version of Conan that I remember seeing, versus the one that I have, which is more of like that late '70s, mid '80s kind of Conan, which was the Frazetta specifically Conan.
I was working on this site too. Hey.
Yeah, this one, Frazetta's, especially figures that you see of him, the Frazetta interpretation just he looks like a raisin. Like there's just an overabundance of lines on his body for some reason, and this one is a lot cleaner.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, I like how they did that.
And it's not $25. Cool. That's not bad at all.
I don't think it's actually $25. I think that was for an issue.
Ignore everything I just said.
I might be wrong, but I don't think that.
No, you're probably right. Don't get the prices from me, folks. Not a good idea.
Oh, this is Mafex.
This is an interesting drop. This is a negative Spider-Man, and then Venom 2099, I think.
So does he say?
Stop.
Great responsibility doesn't come with power.
Right, I'll let you have it.
Glass half empty kind of guy.
Like, yeah, exactly. Mafex, that looks good.
I feel like they're
Honestly,
beating a dead horse with the Spider-Man stuff, though. Like
people like Spider-Man. People like
Yeah.
having variations of things. I think it's a smart move because there are some Spider-Man figures I want them to put out. I can't think of which ones, but I'm pretty certain there are some that I want to see from Mafex. I never saw Venom 2099 actually. He looks weird.
Yeah, the 2099 roster was pretty awkward.
Eddie. Someone tried telling me that was Tony Todd doing the voice of that. And I was like, no, it's Tom Hardy. Why would it be Tony Todd?
Yeah, without FaceTime, like what?
Yeah. Yeah, yes, exactly. He's Candyman, okay? You leave Candyman alone.
Stupid, terrible movies. And he's not into Rocket Man. He doesn't listen to that soft ass shit.
What? Why would you bring Rocket Man into this? Well, fuck yourself.
From The Rock.
Oh.
I'm kind of surprised you missed that reference.
It went right over my head. Yeah, it went right over my head. I'm ashamed.
I stopped watching The Mandalorian, so I don't.
Oh, really?
I didn't. Yeah,
I am so fucking pissed. Here, you want to talk? You want me to be mad about something about Star Wars? I fucking hated what happened, how they treated this character. That pissed me off.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's just done, gone.
Yeah. That's what Disney does to their fucking villains.
Fuck you. Okay, that is built this guy up. It's Esposito. We built it up. Luke Skywalker. See you later. No, come on. They did it with Phasma. That pisses me off. What's your name from Game of Thrones? Oh,
yeah.
The badass silver.
That beautiful tall woman.
Oh, I love her. Like big silver. No,
Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, I couldn't remember
Gwen
her name.
and Game of Thrones. Her real name is Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I don't know her actor name. That's a shame. Well,
it is her real name, Gwendolyn Christie.
Gwendolyn Christie.
I can't remember her last name.
There's her and Hannah Waddingham.
I don't.
And I hate blondes.
I couldn't get into The Mandalorian. It was too campy for me. But
what a waste! God damn it.
That's what they do, though. Like time and time,
that one's not okay.
To throw Age of Ultron under the bus. Strucker, right? Yeah, like Disney and Marvel.
Well, I don't even remember it, so I'll give you that one.
They've been wasting. They constantly waste villains and shit like that.
So
the only chance we have of this guy coming back is if he comes back as a giant floating head in the Quantumverse.
So bummed out about that. I really liked him. Boo!
There was layers to that joke, and I appreciate that.
I went over my head.
I was referencing the. Oh wait, you haven't seen Ant-Man Quantumania?
I have, but I have to. I don't remember anything of it.
With Darren Cross comes back as MODOK.
Oh no! I remember that because it kind of looked wonky. Why does his head look like that? How did we fuck that up?
Perfect, but I think it looks all right.
No, I liked it, but I was just like,
just don't be a dick, Scott, or whatever his fucking name is. Just don't be a dick. And then he's dying. He's like, "Oh, I'm so glad I was able to make it as an Avenger." They're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm still gonna go rewatch that phase before we get into Doomsday.
I haven't watched this show, but apparently it's good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does not pull punches for kids. It is animated because that is the style they picked. That is it. Very well done. Go ahead.
Do we know what size these are?
Mondo, so they're probably 12.
Probably. No, they might be small.
7
inches. Yeah, Mondo has 2 sizes, either large for larger than your other figures, or 12 inches.
Just to throw back to just to call back to Suicide Squad the game. That was one of my my favorite moments for the video game when she reincarnates, or not reincarnates, but she regrows Poison Ivy, and she's like 6.
I have mixed feelings about the rebirth of Poison Ivy in that game.
I liked Harley's reaction. Red? What? No, this. I'd say you liked it, but you'd like this, but it's a cartoon, so you hate it. You'll hate it.
Yeah, I haven't watched Creature Commandos either.
Creature Commandos is good.
No,
I liked it.
Like, I don't know. I'm really iffy about cartoons. Like, I love Solar Opposites, so
yeah,
I need to watch the last season of that.
Well, thank you, Sammy. That's wonderful of you.
Last season?
What?
Last season, as in you got to go back to finish it, or last season as they canceled the show?
Another toxic couple shipped by fans who call you a homophobe if you don't like Harley with Ivy.
I don't.
What are they trying to say there?
That they don't like gay people, but if you say I don't like gay people, it's a problem.
Oh, they're saying that if you don't like Harley and Poison Ivy as a couple, you're a homophobe. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what shipped by fans means.
I don't know.
He doesn't like a lot. Sammy's a fun guy.
This is flaming garbage.
It's flaming garbage. Well, Sammy, let me tell you about the word flaming.
It's the progressive tense of the word flame.
Yes. I only got 2 more things. Yes! I forgot about these.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings on this. I might get it because the fact that they're doing this and they've done now 2 Batman from the Dark Knight makes me think maybe they're going to do an armored Batman from the Dark Knight.
Yes, please.
Yeah, because I would love that.
Yes, please. Oh, I was trying to compare the picture because I think you said it wasn't.
It's not the greatest version of the animated.
Yeah, but to be fair,
Superman.
Frank Miller draws like shit.
I know. Yeah, but they could have met the difference and gone with trying to capture the animated one. But either way,
yeah,
I'm tempted. I'm tempted to get it because
God damn it.
It looks really cool.
God, you motherfucker. There we go. Copy image address. I can do it, I swear. There we go. I've learned how to do this now. Split these windows, baby. There we go. Go away! Thank you. It's a work in progress. There we go.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but it looks good enough, I think, because they're also wanted to make it look somewhat realistic. Little concerned because it's probably a seamless body, and I'm not a fan of what I think will happen to those over time.
I'll close the split and get flu.
But overall, it looks cool. This is Hot Toys. This is a 12-inch scale.
I will say he does look younger than he does actually in the book. I don't know how.
It's overall. Yeah, keep that hand angle down like that.
Yeah, I skipped that. Nope.
I'll probably end up getting this and the Batman. It's just awesome. He comes with the kryptonite arrow.
I did love him lifting that for Batman versus Superman.
Oh yeah,
and they kind of lifted it for Loki too in Avengers. Where he grabs he catches one of Hawkeye's arrows and just ends up blowing up.
Oh, you're saying you like how they kept that in Batman versus Superman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that was not a complaint. That was like I like that that was in there.
I actually have that armored Batman.
Oh, there you go. That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Zack Snyder was quoted in an interview saying, and I guess it pissed off the Snyderverse folks, because I'm not one of you. He was like, "Yeah, James Gunn. I liked the movie. I hope he does well. No problem. Don't care." Like he was like, "It's great."
That's probably because Zack Snyder is a nice guy.
Yes, he is. That's the thing. He's a nice guy.
But in all these interviews, apparently James Gunn was saying like he's gonna work with Ben Affleck to keep things going and like yada yada yada. And then Ben Affleck said, "Yeah, we haven't talked. I like James. I think he's a nice guy, and I know that he's successful, but I will never work with him." And then they went back to James Gunn, and James Gunn was like,
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Things you learn at your local comic shop.
That's well, because I don't know. Sometimes Ben's a dick. I don't know.
Sometimes Ben is a dick, but at the same time,
so's James.
Sometimes James Gunn. James Gunn is like our new modern. He's like our new Edward Norton. I can't imagine that he lets anyone else have creative control.
That
on
is,
his projects.
That's a good comparison. Except for Death of Smoochie, I like Edward Norton.
Edward Norton's a good actor, but
She's
it's
kind of a
hard to
dick.
work with him because he wants to just take over.
Mark Ruffalo was a better choice, so fuck you, Ed.
And then the other Batman is either on waitlist or sold out, but I'm kind of like, I think I want this one. I like the battle damage look.
I will, now that I've seen these, you are correct. This looks more like the comic book.
Yes, this one
Superman
is much more, it looks really good to both the animated movie and Frank Miller's. Yeah, dude, I'm really tempted to pick this up because I really like the Dark Knight Returns.
It might be my favorite. I know people are gonna like, you fucking pose. Yeah, fine, whatever. I like the story. Kiss my ass. What do you want from me? It's the one I grew up with.
Dude, it's awesome.
No,
I
not
love
you.
How,
not you. I mean, other people are like,
no,
yeah, of course you did.
I'm saying it's a great story. Like people can get over themselves. I love how they bring Ollie in as Green Arrow.
That's right. Yes. I always forget he's in that. He comes in the third act. He's in the third act, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
It's
like I have a lot of time and money.
Yeah.
Like I'll never beat you fist to fist, like hand to hand, but I do have one thing you don't have.
Dude.
Yeah.
Sorry. I will never not talk about that scene between him and Superman where he's kicking the shit out of Superman. He's just kicking him in the face and beating the holy hell out of him. And he says, I just wanted you to look at me. I wanted you to know that I was the one that beat you. Yeah, fuck you, Clark.
Pete, have you watched those?
I think I've read the first book, the first novelization, then I watched the 2 movies.
Well, the one with it's a 2-parter with RoboCop as Batman. That's Weller.
Yeah.
By the way, I think we talked about it before, and I was like, I'm not so sure about how I feel about it. And I watched it recently again. I'm like, no, he's fine.
Peter Weller's a really good
Peter
job
Weller's
as Batman.
good.
Yeah.
Emerson is the one that really, I guess it shouldn't, because he always plays that kind of, except for in Person of Interest, that little, he's kind of an evil guy. His Joker is
glasses, right?
Yeah, his Joker is fantastic. He was the nice guy on the set of Person of Interest. That pisses me. Matt, it's literally one of my favorite television shows, and I'm like, come on, man.
Jim Caviezel's a dickhead weasel.
Fucking asshole. I've noticed Jim hasn't said much about any of the... Anyway, this looks awesome. That's pretty badass. I will say this. I did get the Batman 89 stuff. I still have to read 𝗺𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵, man. Yes, I know. But it was my first steps into getting away from digital, because
honestly, once you read 𝗺𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗁, you're going to want to keep going. New 52 Batman is so damn good. Yeah. It's so good.
But
is that the last thing you had?
That's the last thing I have. I'm also I really want to get into Absolute, and I know the first compilation is out, so.
That's exactly where I wanted to go next, was Absolute, because on May 20th of this year, Absolute Green Arrow comes out. And from what I've seen, it's not Oliver Queen that is the Green Arrow.
Oh my God, Dan.
It's a serial killer.
What?
Who is going after billionaires and criminals responsible for the murder of Oliver Queen. Yeah. And it also is going to we don't know who the Green Arrow is. her name, Black Canary, is also going to be introduced into the Absolute universe in Absolute Green Arrow. So this is another really interesting new spin on it, and I'm very excited about it. Like, the Absolute universe has been so cool.
She's kind of tame compared to what I thought Absolute Catwoman would look like. I'm not complaining. I just didn't expect
she has an electric tail. I think she's in. I'm behind, honestly, on Absolute Batman, but I think she's introduced in Absolute Batman.
I believe I've seen that panel. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen it too.
That's awesome.
But
I was never a big
Green Arrow.
and I'm sorry to say this to your face. I didn't, not that I didn't care, but I was like, whatever. Green Arrow, stars, arrows, I don't care.
Well, the problem is Green Arrow was always kind of this wannabe on the Justice League. Like, he was constantly he was much more of like a joke kind of character.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was intended to like make fun of Hawkeye, but he wasn't in New 52 even. He's not in the Justice League when in the first trade when Darkseid comes down, but after that, he's like trying to be taken seriously and trying to prove himself as someone who can be on the Justice League. But like, he's just not really there, and he is kind of a bit of a joke. But then you have the CW show where they basically turn him into Batman,
which is fine with me.
Yeah,
right.
Like, I stopped watching the show after season 5, but season 5 of Arrow was so cool.
Can I not scroll further?
Why, for violence or for
no? Because the spoilers. I think it's going to show you some stuff.
It's not going to show. It's not going to show anything big. It's going to show you stuff from the comic, like.
That's kind of cool.
There was around New 52. There was a series of Green Arrow comics that were out, and even like they made trades of them, and it was more serious, but Green Arrow has always been kind of that weird oddball in comparison to the Justice League. And actually, after talking to the guy at my comic shop, Peacemaker was kind of that wannabe also. Like, he was this guy with money who wanted to try and basically be Batman, but just like was constantly unable to do it. And then we have, as much as I like James Gunn version of it, we have that new version of Peacemaker, which is wildly different. But again, I think that James Gunn, to his credit, is really good at making us care about shit that we normally wouldn't have any interest in. Like the Guardians of the Galaxy, a lot of people lose interest in Marvel when it leaves Earth. So when it goes into outer space, it becomes increasingly hard to follow because you have to keep track of different worlds and all this other stuff. And it's just, there are plots that aren't centered to problems on Earth. And for him to sell the Guardians of the Galaxy the way he did is a huge achievement. And kind of Peacemaker, this relatively unheard of character, suddenly is huge and has their own damn show.
We know what I didn't really go into when we were talking about when watching Peacemaker is, what's his deal?
What do you mean?
What is he? Does he have superpowers? Is he not?
No, he's just exaggerated human.
All right.
Like, he's really strong, but like he doesn't have super strength or anything like that. No.
Well, he has John Cena strength and
package. Yeah, but like that's it. Like, he's just a really strong. He's just a really strong human.
That wasn't a complaint. I just remember thinking, I'm like, so what's his deal? You didn't really.
Yeah, no, he's just a normal dude, kind of like the Idris Elba's character, Bloodsport.
Oh yeah,
it's just a guy, and the same with fucking Floyd Lawton. It's just a weapons specialist.
I really liked Peacemaker. I was every now and then.
Season 2 was strange, especially considering that he didn't have plans for a season 3. Like, bullshit, bro.
Well, also, now that we're in 2026, it's like, yeah, you know, here we are. I still laugh every now and then. I'll think of what's going on, and I'll still laugh at the. You didn't notice the Nazi flags?
Oh my god, that part when she immediately realizes what's going on, he just is oblivious.
Oh, and he's like, I didn't know.
Comp on their desk, Yeah, that was such a good scene.
I wasn't looking at the desks.
Oh my god. So I had it up real quickly while we're just talking about stuff.
Yeah, because we're done.
This is the Lego set I'm currently working on. It's a Bugatti Chiron, and this is I have what is it? It's something with an M.
Maserati.
No, I have a Lamborghini over there.
Murcielago.
It's McLaren.
Oh, McLaren.
The McLaren was a really fun set, but this is honestly my favorite one of these big ass car sets that I've done.
I said Maserati, but I was thinking McLaren, and I don't know why I said the wrong. Yeah, never mind.
I don't know if I said it last week, but something funny that happened while I was working on the McLaren is I was wondering why the pistons weren't pumping. As I was, you spin the wheels and the pistons are supposed to pump, and I was like, did I screw this up somehow? And then I realized that the shifter was in neutral. So I shifted that thing. Yeah. I pushed the stick shift. I just nudged it forward, and suddenly pistons are going. Like, that's the level of detail these damn things have. Like, this one has the stick shift right here. This little guy goes into three different modes. Yeah, dude. These things are such level. Like, this has almost 4,000 pieces. It's a lot of technical workings, and you're actually building, like, this has a 12-cylinder engine or a 16-cylinder engine on it, and you're actually building that together. The pistons move. It has all the different gears and all the different engine parts, like, transfigured down into this Lego scale, and it's nuts. It's so cool. Like, you didn't get to build the Ecto. That one, the Ecto one wasn't Technic, but like when you spun the wheel on the Lego set, the front wheels spin too. Like, they have the camshaft and everything in there to do that. I think I used that correctly. It's automotive jargon I'm not familiar with.
Listen, that's awesome. You know what I mean? That's still awesome.
Wasn't the right term at all. I tried.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, Midtown Comics, you say I could put a wish list together, but you won't let me add the button. Apparently, Absolute Wonder Woman got the Eisner Award winner for Best New Comic Series.
Oh, damn, I have that. Honestly, I would definitely recommend using Midtown Comics website. I've ordered from them before.
Midtown? Yeah.
Midtown, the one you're on.
Yeah, that's where I got.
They're really cool.
That's yep.
Like, when I was missing, I had this old Iron Man comic, and I wanted the rest of that series. Because, like, Deathlock ended, the next one was Iron Man versus Venom, and it's all part of this Extremis storyline, I think. I know he's being poisoned by Extremis at the time.
And not only that,
Crash and Burn was the story arc. Yeah,
I've been in Midtown Comics.
Word?
Yeah, the day that remember I went up. Kelly got me the opening day tickets for the Ghostbusters VR experience in New York. Right, the week the new movie came out. Well, Answer the Call came out. Sorry. And we had time to kill after. We went to Midtown Comics, man. It's fucking big, man. It's big.
I actually there's a big one in Maryland that I want to go to. I forget the name of it. I follow him on Facebook, but I want to go to that one too.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Because that's a big store too, I think. Like Third Eye Comics or something like that.
Third Eye, yeah. That reminds me, I just discovered this, but the comic book shop I grew up with, gone.
Yeah.
Fat Jack's.
I'm bummed.
Fat Jack's Comic Crypt. When I was looking for these comics, I was like, well, I'll go to Jersey. I'll see if I can order, because I've ordered through the years. It was on the corner at the end of my street. So it was like right around the corner. So I'd walk up the street, go in, hey, I need this, this, and this, and order and bring money in. The old days before the internet. And they're gone.
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was going to say he got sick during COVID. Really bad. And then and I could see it because that roof was always the ceiling above the entrance was always kind of skeptical. It collapsed, and I just don't think he had the money to recover, and it's gone. And unfortunately, when they were trying to save the Philadelphia location, the guy that made his name in Philadelphia, Neil Gaiman, put his name behind it, and he can't do that now.
When I was growing up, the closest thing we had, the only place that we really had to sell comics was a Rite Aid or an Eckerd's.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and they, by the magazines, they had some comics, and yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I get stuff from Eckerd's every now and then.
Also, speaking of comics, just throwing out a congratulations. I think we're officially safe to say it, but congratulations to TDJ Comics, because the Kickstarter has met its goal. So Atlas numbers 3 and 4 will be going into production. So that's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, there it is. We were at 109%, 38 backers in 2 days. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what we were talking about beforehand. Like, and we said it with the Hasbro, with the HasLabs. They'll be slow, and then those last like weeks, yeah, they pick up a lot. So yeah, that's awesome for him.
84. 80. Oh, okay. I was
you're
reading
looking
that
at
wrong.
different metrics.
No, that was from 2003. It didn't say that on the search till I went to the website. This is at 84 backers.
Is that it? I thought he was at 90 something.
Yeah, 80. Well, it says it on the page, on the Kickstarter itself. It says 84 with 12 hours to go. Yeah, but the goal was 4,000. They're at 4,168.
Nice, very cool,
awesome. Good guy. This is a good guy right there. Good guy. Oh shit!
Oh, I know what I was looking at. I was looking at this other thing that's 97 something or other.
But anyway, that is your week in toys and comics and nerdy shit and the evil corporations that are going to kill us all.
Yes.
Yeah. But I want my Nitro stage.
It's coming, man.
Thank you.
Coming.
I'm just excited. Take your time. I'm just excited.
They say the Lord is coming and she's a screamer.
All right. So if you want to hear more of our thoughts,
it wasn't me this time. Go ahead.
It's from a song.
112 to add our accessories to your collection, which is site and our main page are back up. Or slide to our Instagram and see our current projects we're working on, including this Nitro stage. Thank you guys for joining us on another Sunday, and we'll catch you next week. Bye.
See you guys. Have a good week.
See you guys. See you.